One Piece, Chapter 1136, The Country That Awaits the Sun, the first chapter of 2025. I'm excited to continue this journey on Elbaf. Last chapter, we saw some of the Straw Hats and Saul go to the Elbaf Library, which, I'm gonna be honest, I already forgot what it's called. But Saul and the people there introduced him to an owl named Bibelot, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. They say that owl has actually been there for hundreds of years. It's pretty cool, you know? And also, the owl has the ability to enlarge any book that comes into its domain, territory, whatever they want to call it. And then the remaining Vegapunk says that it must have eaten the devil fruit, which I believe Vegapunk said it was called rear fruit, I think. And my guess is that that's the fruit that gave him the ability to enlarge the books. And then we got Luffy outside playing with the children of Elbaf, and one of those children actually says that their father is a human. And knowing One Piece, there's a chance that we'll either meet him later on, or we've already met him. Oda likes to play those kind of games, which is funny. I enjoy it. And Frankie actually says something interesting that says that the kingdom that they're on is actually on an Atom Tree, which is the same type of tree that the beloved Thousand Sunny was built from. And then finally, the next scene takes us to a castle near one of the villages where two mysterious figures appear who are in search of Loki. One, as we can see, is a woman covering her face up with what seem to be bandages, and she has a hoodie on. And the other is Shanks. It looks 100% like Shanks. I'm gonna be honest, straight up Shanks, bro. But after I read the chapter, I saw a post, and yeah, I try to stay away from spoilers as much, but this was a theory or something. It was a comparison of Shanks staring at that direction from a early chapter compared to this chapter. And in the old chapter, as you can see, I'll put the picture up. It shows that Shanks from the earlier chapters, you can see the scar going through his forehead. You feel me? But this Shanks did not. Which, makes me believe that. Which I actually got some theories for, One of those theories is that maybe it's a really advanced seraphim of Shanks that looks exactly like him, or that he has a twin brother we never knew about, which I don't really believe that. I find that kind of weird to find that out late on in this story. We're entering the final saga, but it is One Piece, It's a lot of twists and turns. We get one question answered, and we get 3 more questions that we want to know. And my last theory is this is a crazy one I'm gonna throw out there, but I still kind of believe this could be true. And the thing is, I feel like the government probably called Blackbeard over, and they used Blackbeard to somehow steal Bon Clay's fruit. I think they still probably had him alive over there. They called Blackbeard over. They called Blackbeard over. They made him take his fruit. They gave it to somebody else in the Marines. They're using, and then they called Shanks over. And whoever had that ability to touch Shanks in the face, which then, how Bon Clay used to use his devil fruit would gain their physical appearance. Now, they're using that appearance of Shanks to sneak into Elbaf, get some info or something. I don't know. That's a crazy shot right there, but yeah. I'm still excited to go on to continue this journey on Elbath. And yeah, I've been rambling long enough, so let's continue reading this. And we start off with Luffy. It's so tasty. This mousse reminds me of dinosaur meat. They're quite tricky to catch, as ferocious as they are delicious. No task is too great if it's for one's savior. I appreciate it. Hajiruden, Stanson, Dikaga. Glad you like it. It's rare for humans to make it all the way to the Sun Realm. Most confuse the underworld for Elbath proper and flee before they find their way up here. Cowards. Listen up. The mighty Oars was a warrior, legendary even to you giants. Shout out Oars, man. Shout out Oars. Freaking Moria. He'd tower over any of you 3 times over, and guess who finally finished him? That's right. It was me. Ooh, way to go, Captain Usopp. What a dog. Wow, your skin really is blue. You should see Fishman Island. There's as many skin tones as there are fish in the sea. I've always wanted to see a mermaid. No shame in that. They're a sight to behold. Mermaid Cove is more enticing than heaven itself. Whoa! That said, my heart soars just as much when I see you giant ladies. Oh, Sanji-kun, you're so silly. It's cute. Kawaii. Woohoo! Beauties everywhere I look. Beauties everywhere I look. I'm getting buried in babes. Sanji. And what are you? Who, me? Who, me? I can answer with my own blues. What the heck am I? Diddy. Yeah! I guess it's a big, wide world out there. Let's toast to it. No surprise, so many giants have never gone out to sea. Yeah. I kind of assumed they were all pirates. Grrr, her. Namitaso. I want to apologize to you in this, but the straw had about before. Homie still beat up. Ain't gonna be forgiven that easily. But beating a proper apology out of him was the least we could do. Your Tasso's sadistic side really makes my heart flutter. Don't sweat it. It's not like anyone died. Back Zoro. Although, it's only cause Usopp stopped me. If he didn't, it would have been your head. Zoro crazy. Ooh, duh. Rodo, kya 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 kya. Don't tell me you picked a fight without checking their current bounties. You never stood a chance. Don't hold back next time, Gertasso. Gertasso! She's so harsh I can't get enough. Come on, everyone. Come on. Everyone born here on Elbaf shares the same dream. To become the next sun god and rule the world. Sun god? Are you kidding me? The sun god isn't a ruler. That's right, he's the god of liberation. More like destruction. You're wrong. Everyone knows he was the god of laughter. It's getting rowdy. What's this about, a god? The sacred Harley texts have been passed down for generations in Elbaf. The legends are written in an archaic language. There have been countless interpretations. No one can say for sure which translation is accurate, and this is the result. According to the Harley text, the world has already been destroyed twice before. In the name of Sun God Nika is involved after each instance. Nika. Who can say if he was the world's savior, or the great destroyer who brought it crashing down? All we know for sure is that he heralds great change. That's why the rulers of the day always tend to fear Nika's return. Nika. That's the guy Bonnie mentioned. Yes, the sun god has become a symbol. Someone the hopeless and desperate turn to for salvation. They say Nika is adorned by white clouds, with white hair and white clothes to boot. and he is said to have a contagious, booming laugh. No wonder everyone's been saying I look similar, but I'm sure he's got nothing to do with me. Don't be so dismissive, Straw Hat. You'd understand if you were born on Elbaf. We all look up to Nika. Not to defend Rado, but he wasn't lying about about us all sharing the same dream. Hmm? Loki was the same. I believe his motive for Harold's murder was his attempt to follow in Nika's footsteps. Nothing can justify what he did, Elder. Hmm. Loki. So he's a good guy? No way in hell. Definitely not a good guy, bro. Catch up, Luffy. I really want to see what Loki's gonna do later on. Like how much of an impact he's gonna have to this story. It's gonna be crazy. He's a cursed prince. There was a prophecy before Loki was born that foretold that King Harold would be slain by his son. Then shortly after his birth, the royal steed, the horse of fortune, died. That was the same year that Linlin murdered the legendary hero Jorul. Linlin, bro. She was crazy. She really went on a rampage. What do they call them? Food tantrums? Whatever they're called, she was going crazy. And the tragedies kept coming. A year later, the queen herself passed on. The princeling would go on to his natural strength to make the realm of the dead his own personal playground. He killed many of those ferocious beasts and tamed the rest. He even released a few into the villages. And that was all by the age of 10. Damn. He's a baller since he was young. He was an arsonist. Loki's mischief endangered countless lives. He had the authority of a prince and a malicious personality. He caused hell whenever the king wasn't looking. And finally, in that very castle, Loki killed King Harold, the greatest monarch Elbaf ever knew. A splendid wise man who tried to connect with the outside world, to get people to see beyond Elbaf's feared reputation of a land of warriors. Lord Jarl was stabbed trying to stop Loki. My helmet saved me in the end. It didn't save anything. Oh yeah, and this old dude right here, isn't he supposed to be like the oldest giant in Elbaf right now? Like 800 years old, I think they said. Somewhere around that age. Loki's reign of terror finally came to an end 6 years ago. He was running amok at sea when Redhair captured him. Shanks, huh? Shanks really came here? Yeah, in fact, he was just here earlier. I'm not sure where he went off to though. And now we go out to the village outskirts. I thought you were acting weirdly on edge earlier. That explains it. You realize he's a reviled Kingslayer, right? Everything he told you was obviously just a lie. He said he knew where Shanks was. Do you have any idea how badly I want to see him again? Yes, I've heard about it 1,000 times. Sounds to me like he was using that to trick you. How could you know? You've never met Loki yourself. I haven't. I'm just guessing based on his reputation. I'll tell you everything I know. That includes Redhair's current whereabouts. If that was really a lie, I'm gonna send him flying. If you're sneaking out to do what I think you are, did you seriously expect to find your way there without me? Listen up, Luffy. We'll get the key. But if he pulls anything funny, we'll have to take care of him. Got it. Thanks. Why is this guy here? He's my new slave. I'm truly blessed. Yo, she got another one. She got Zeus and him now. Don't forget, I'm her #1 slave and Sanji's #2. Defufu. Strong girls really get my blood pumping. He's been struck by lightning, literally. Namitazo, isn't it neat how we're both navigators? Don't ever try to get close to me again. Yes, ma'am. It feels wrong for the guest of honor to bail so early. She. Don't worry, I brought some meat. Have you tried this moose? They're all in a drunken stupor now. Stupor now. They probably can't remember what they're celebrating. Say, if all the treasure in the castle suddenly disappeared, would that be a problem, Roto? My vision is awful, so I'm sure I wouldn't even notice. You had this in mind since the beginning, didn't you, Nami? Huh? Your eyes! Doga haha. So that's what this is. And now we're back to the realm of the dead. Back with Loki. Jesus. Doga haha. If I understood you correctly, then I'm afraid I'll have to step back and refuse your offer. I'm sure it's an honor to be invited to join your noble knights, but that would make you celestial dragons, right? Do you really expect anyone on the planet to willingly become scum like that? There he is! Shanks! Do we have any intel? All the informants we sent to Elbaf reported a giant crow heading for them before their transmissions got cut off. Their weakness is beyond belief. I'm done just standing by and listening. This is the definition of impertinence. Why should it look like koala? God's Knight Gunko. I won't let it stand. Don't be hasty, Gunko. Doga haha. Eat him up, wolf. Hey, stay back if you want to keep breathing. You got the arrow? Those bandages. Look. I'm just noticing this right now. It's an arrow. Alright, she's wrapping them up. Hey, wolf. Choking him. Wolf. If we were to spare him, would you change your mind then? So that's how you operate. Well, if that was your offer, I'd accept my friend's fate and wish him peace in death. It's okay to grieve and rage, but a warrior never kicks and screams in the face of death. I'll swallow all my fury and use it to fuel me when I reduce this world to rubble. A proud proclamation. Oh boy. So Shanks and this girl, or who we assume to be Shanks, they want to be celestial dragons. Giving them the status of celestial dragons, what will it gain them other than, being able to do what they want, but have the highest nobility? But what is their plan here? I really have no idea what their actual plan is, and to achieve it, they need Loki. Let me reread this real quick. Where was it? Yes, to be invited to join the noble knights, then that would make them celestial dragons. So just by him joining them, they'll become celestial dragons. And he also calls them scum. He does not like them. Either he's trying to become a celestial dragon, or they're trying to recruit him into the Five Elders by making him a celestial dragon at first. But also, who was it? There was a Gorosei they died in Egghead. Was it Saint Saturn? I believe it was Saint Saturn. Imu murked him off. Wiped him off the map, sent him back to the lobby. Like I said, we get a question answered and so many more questions get added on to the stockpile. I don't know what it is either, But I feel like there's gotta be a twist, right? Or something to the death of Harold, King Harold. I don't know, I feel like there's a piece missing or something as well. And Loki's always smiling too, you feel me? Like he called himself the sun god and he's smiling as like Luffy when he's in Gear 5. Which makes me think he might have a devil fruit as well. Something similar to Luffy's, but like mischief, you know, since in these other ones he's just in mythology he's like the god of mischief, like trickery. He like tricks people all the time. Nami got a new slave. Zoro knows something is off. All this is also making me seem like, besides these knights, what are they called? The God's Knights? Is it them? So yeah, I mean, like the way it's being set up, it feels like Loki and these God Knights seem like they're gonna be the final bosses of this arc, which I believe that's what it's leading to. Luffy even said if Loki's lying, he's gonna beat him up. Zoro also seems like something is off, you know. You see it up here too. He's like just in his mind, in his head. But yeah, like I said, this is what I always say. We get one question answered, and we get 3 more added to the stockpile of unanswered questions. But yeah, another great chapter. Can't wait to see where it comes next. Doesn't say there's a break next week. W. So yeah, if you enjoyed this type of video, you know, let me know if you would like more of this type of content. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know, hit the notification so you don't miss out on any more. I'm also caught up in a couple other manga. Maybe I'll do reviews to those too, reactions, reviews. See, right now I'm reading Sakamoto Days. I know that's coming to an end pretty soon. I'm like 40 chapters behind. I'm caught up to One Piece. I'm caught up to Dandadan. And I read Chainsaw Man from time to time. But I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't know what it is about Chainsaw Man, but yeah, maybe I'll do Chainsaw Man 2, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.